Hi, this is Phoenix Genesis for phoenixgenesis.com and our two YouTube channels, Phoenix Genesis and Frag Camp. We're playing Call of Duty Black Ops 3 multiplayer beta on PlayStation 4, and my friend Pena came over and played as Phoenix Genesis part of the time. We also played as El Capitan King 1, and we did some team up. And on our Frag Camp channel, we showed you his second place victory, and now we're going to show you his other kill confirmed on the Phoenix Genesis channel with the third place victory with the KD 1422. And check out the his other video so you can kind of see the difference between what it takes to get a second and third place victory. And it's a huge difference, and you know, but also a third place is great. And at the end of each match now, something different than other Call of Duties is they show the three characters and they show the first and second, third place victory, which I think is kind of cool. And in the beta, they're not going to ban and protect any of the items at the beginning, but that will be coming. You can check my video on Frag Camp about that, where people don't like it that you're too good with the Razorback SMG, or you use Hellstorm too much to their detriment. They can ban those things, or you can protect your M8 assault rifle so that you can use it because you're just a slayer with it. So anyway, check that out. And again, we picked different characters, and this is the Razorback SMG. I did a couple designs on it. You can check that out on the Frag Camp channel. Chris, you can either use a specialist ability or a specialist weapon, and Overdrive is the ruin for the specialist ability. He picked the gravity spikes, which is the specialist weapon, and he's using my Razorback SMG, which I have, I think, stock, and I have the red dot on it.
Unity is strength. Isolate
and
destroy.
It's your typical kill confirmed on the hunted map. You just go around, collect dog tags. He's not running any secondary, so he gets more speed when he's running around the map. He's just using the combat knife, which is a lot harder to kill with. It was so easy in Ghost to kill people with a knife. It's much harder now, so just be prepared if you are using the knife. And this is the most dangerous. I decided this is the most dangerous area of this map hunted. This is a great map. This and Stronghold were my favorite. We only had 4 maps. It was what was it? Combine, Evac, Stronghold, and Hunted. Chris and I were fortunate enough to test this out at E3. Thank you, Activision and Treyarch. They were so nice to us at E3, and they were really nice to my dog Ray. Great kill. He just used that, you know, room that he had a nice vantage point there, and ran and got those dog tags. Tried to get that guy, and unfortunately got killed because if you saw the kind of burst right there, that guy or gal was using a Sparrow. They're using a fiery crossbow, and that thing's really deadly. Look at that nice slide. Two kills and 1 denied. That was great. That one overflanked him. Again, going through the center is kind of dangerous. This is a really dangerous part of the map. And of course that person just run. Unfortunately, he got nailed right there anyway. And remember, you know, Chris comes from the Halo background. He doesn't really play Call of Duty, and this was a whole new map and a whole new game. And it does have a combination of movements. The movements felt like a combination of Black Ops 2 meets Advanced Warfare. You do have some boosting, but it's really toned down. You don't have the verticality that you had in Advanced Warfare. It doesn't sound all loud and clunky. It sounds more natural. So you know, I really like how they integrated the exo movements, but it's still more traditional Black Ops. You'll see when you play it. It's kind of hard to describe it, but definitely you're going to want to play this game. I think it's the best Call of Duty to date. I think it's, I mean, not map-wise. That's, they're still out on that. I'm going to have to see more maps to make that decision, but I do think it is the best Call of Duty overall as far as gameplay mechanics, and I like the fact that you can go paint shop and design your own camos. I mean, I'm sure if they have some really cool animated camos, I'll always spoil to those because I do like those. Ching ching, there goes my piggy bank to Activision once again, but it's worth it. And that was great. Look at that guy, wasn't even looking, just right behind there, and just slid in and picked up 2 tags after that. And one thing Chris is really great about, and he taught me a lot, is really using that HUD up on the left and really being able to understand the map flow and understand where to go. Because see on the left there, all his teammates are going in the other direction, and I mean they're taking people out or they're getting taken out. So he goes in the opposite direction and see. I mean all the enemies are there. That's where they're spawning. He's in the spawn kind of opposite where everybody is. And he's just going over there and lining himself up and putting himself in position. That's called working the map placement, map positioning. And he's great with that. All those tags right there. And those guys, great use of the jump. Although there were two right there, 2 against 1. It was kind of inevitable he was going to get killed right there.
Thanks for the work. UAV departing AO.
And I want to give a shout out to Chris too. He just sent me. He's doing great in school this semester. He's taken a design class. He's so talented. He wants to be an industrial designer. And in his human biology class, so far he's been in school for I think about a month now. And he has a 99.13% out of 100 in his biology class, and that's just really amazing. Real shout out for that. He's really doing well in school too. So it's hard to take care of your family and spend time with your girlfriend. His girlfriend Katrina's wonderful, and go to school and have time to be creative and play video games. And he did promise me he's gonna, when Halo 5 comes out, we're gonna get some footage on Xbox One and put that on our Frag Camp channel, and probably put something on the phoenixgenesis. Oh yeah, that's going back here. So yay, Chris, you're doing great. Keep going in school. Also, one thing they integrated that hasn't been in other Call of Duties, which is kind of, we saw this in Titanfall, were the wall runs, and boy, they were fun. And once you learned like all the little secret routes, it could be great. And you can actually shoot while you're on those walls, but you have to be really careful because you are kind of a target as well while you're on the walls. Again, remember I said how dangerous that water is? That was, he just took out everybody right there.
Be advised, hostile UAV incoming.
And you will have those typical call-outs like you're accustomed to in previous Call of Duties, like UAVs or hostile UAVs are coming and Hellstorms inbound, and especially the Hellstorm one. You hear that? You definitely want to take cover for that, because that thing just got me. That's one I definitely love to ban. So we've got 9/11 so far in our KD. Great job. Again, he throws out some grenades right there, sticks close to the walls. Now, eventually, you'll go to a certain point, your gravity spikes are ready, and you just press L1, R1, and basically you'll see when he uses the gravity spikes, they'll just come down, and pretty much it's like a circle perimeter, and it'll just take everybody out. So it's best to use if you have a large group, and you're kind of flanked, and that's it, or you don't have time to draw your weapon. Even with quick draw, just whack out those gravity spikes. And even if he dies, you're not going to lose your, just be aware that if you do die, you don't lose those gravity spikes. They're still going to be ready until you're ready to use them, which is great. Nice move. He just came right out of that water and just got him right in the back. That person didn't even look at their HUD. If they looked, they would see that someone was back there. And there's the gravity spikes. Oh, look at that. 175 points. That was awesome.
UAV inbound.
You got a "You're Done" achievement. I have no clue. I forgot what that was. It does tell you, I think, at the end of this your achievements. You can get a lot of achievements if you're playing well. It's so much fun. All of those medals. And yes, you gotta watch out for those automated flying drones. I forgot what they're called. They'll get you every time. But see this wall, this is great. You just and I think higher up on the walls better, because you can drop down and people don't see you coming that way, or when they do see you coming on the HUD, they're gonna kind of aim like more for the center of the wall or lower on the wall. So if you go higher on the wall, it's always to your advantage.
Friendly UAV inbound. Hostile UAV above. Hostile Hellstorm overhead.
There's a lot of little hidey spots on this map, so you really have to be careful. Like here you've got two windows facing each other. You have the window he's looking at and then the window in that other room, and you really have to be careful because either way you're going, you pretty much are doomed. Plus they can come out of the waterfall right here, so you really have to be cautious in that area.
Friendly UAV inbound. Hellstorm inbound. Friendly Hellstorm inbound. Care package inbound. Friendly race inbound. No medals for second place. Crush them.
That was a great move how he pushed through there. I mean, that guy went and took cover, and then he kind of said instead of just waiting while they're both kind of camped out there, he just pushed right in and just dropped down on him. I thought that was fantastic.
We're out of time. Don't hold back.
Slowed him down.
Hostile UAV spotted. You made the entire CDP proud.
And that's it. Time limit
Kick
reached.
some serious ass, guys.
Chris's team won, and there we go, 14-22. And here's our final kill cam. Again, we have final kill cams like we always did. So in that way, it's very similar. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you're geared up. And there you go, Phoenix Genesis, 2,790 points. So like I said, they show the first, second, and third place victories. It was very cool. And you can't design your character, just to let you know. That is the character you get when you pick your specialist. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe. It motivates me. Check out more Call of Duties on our Frag Camp channel, and it's Phoenix Genesis.